Hello, this is K.Jolie with Crochet Basics, and in this episode of tips, tricks, and just info really on doing the hair for your amigurumis, for your dolls, your crochet dolls or knit dolls, either or. There's a few different ways, to do the hair. So I just wanted to show you like how to do it with the yarn. I just wanted to show you a couple of things. So with the hair, putting in the hair, to make it easier on you, you can use a book and wrap it, and you don't want to pull it too tight. You just want it to be smooth and snug. And a book like this with the indent here works great for getting the scissor in. Just putting that out there. All right, so you'd wrap it, and this is going to make several, hairs at a time. All right, so you would just wrap it and you'd snip off.
When you do this, you're not cutting one strand at a time. You're cutting them all.
And also with the hair, you always want it, even if you're doing a short do, you always want it longer. You need the wiggle room. You need the wiggle room, and you can always give a haircut later on. But you need the wiggle room mainly because you're going to make a loop. You're going to fold it over and make a loop when you insert it. And also, I don't care how neat you are. It's going to, you'll always have that one uneven or the, two uneven or whatever it is. So just to show you, you want to use a smaller hook. Not too small, because you don't want to, you want to be able to like pick up without splitting the yarn, like, making it unravel. All right, so you insert your hook, you'll fold your yarn in half, you'll pull it through, and then you just make a loop and pull it down. All right, and this will lay flat this way, but sometimes if you do it the opposite, it makes it higher, like it makes it not lay flat. Just something I realized. I forget which project it was. And you always want, see like how this one, the hair is coming down, and this one, the hair is kind of sticking up because I did it opposite. So I pulled through that way, and it made it go up, it made it stand up a little higher. So if you want like high volume. But you want to work around the hairline. So you'd put in the eyes. You would, after your eyes are in, your eyes are really going to dictate where your like hairline is. So this is a specific character that has a short hairline. So that's why her, she's got like the Betty Page bangs where it's so short and like close, close to the hairline itself. So, but this one, her other eye would have been there. She had a terrible, terrible adventure. But just to show you, so with the face and everything. But that's, the eyes are going to dictate where you start your hairline, and then you'll work around. If you're going to do ears and stuff like that, you'll work around. You don't want the hairline to come like straight up onto where the eyes are, because that would just be weird. Like, unless it's a lion, that would just kind of be weird. So now it's funny because I have, this is a pattern I'm working on. And I had seen where people do the patterns and they crochet the hair. Now this is a specific, so that's why it's this way. And I said, I want to try it, because for this one, this is a Tilly G I'm working on. And for this one, her hairline is so specifically tight, like it's so snug if you know who the character is. And I said, I want to try that. And so I did. And when I was sewing it on, you know, sometimes it's skill and sometimes it's enthusiasm and, like, you know, practice. So I did it and I wasn't thrilled. You know, just like it's loose. It's the hair itself is loose, even though, like, I sewed, it's sewn around here and then I went through, you know, but I don't really care for it. You know, the sewn on hair. I see it in other people's patterns. I look at pictures and stuff like that, people's patterns on Etsy's. And I'm like, oh, it looks so pretty. They, you know, they made the hair and it's like really like you're making a helmet, you know. But I'm not thrilled by it. I mean, if you like it, you know, that's, and you can perfect it for your pieces, yeah, I would definitely say, like, okay, you know. But for me, I'm not enthusiastic about it and I'm not really thrilled about it, so I don't necessarily think I would try it again. Just putting that out there, my opinion, you know, my opinion, whatever it is. Good tip is, whenever possible, crochet the top of the head, the very crown of the head, in the color you're going to do the hair in. And it makes it so that when you put in the hair, and it's the same color, you don't have to put so much. Because what happens is sometimes the hair, like when you're putting it in, it could mess up your stitches. Okay, fine, it's going to be covered. But you can also pull out your stuffing. And if it's sometimes, depending on the type of doll you're making, it could be too heavy and you can end up with like a wobbly head. So whenever possible, crochet at least the top of the head in the color that you're going to do the hair in. And then it blends in. You want to, now let me show you. Okay, now this doll has a story. The pattern for this is actually up there from, I think, 2019. This was the summer doll that went with the Brie doll. And the Brie doll pattern, same pattern, different colors. And I did her hair, you know, I did the scalp in the skin color. And there's also a story about why she's just a head now and looks the way she does. I'll put the links below because this one had an adventure. But, you know, I twisted the hair and you can see all of the scalp with that. And I went in pretty full. I mean, her hair is pretty full. Not, you know, every other stitch. I did it in rows. But you can see the scalp. So, if you're doing like an updo and, you know, then that's fine. Like, you know, depending on what you want it to look like. If you want it to look more natural, like, you know, like a human, like a real person or whatever, then scalp is going to show. You know, that's one of those things. This one I did an updo. So the hair is in, you know, it's covered. The scalp itself is covered in the front. But I did the head in the lighter brown. So you can see the scalp. And then another thing is one of these. This is for a pet. And they make ones that this one has the metal balls on it, but they're metal balls. They make other ones, but I don't know what I had it out and now I don't know what I did with it. All right, so if you wanted to brush out the yarn, what you would really be doing is breaking apart the fibers. All right, but you would put all your hair in and you would do it in sections. You wouldn't just, you know, rake it through. You would do it in sections to make the hair, the yarn hair, look more like hair. So you would actually be breaking it apart. And when I do this, usually, you know, you want to work from the bottom up. And you also want to put something, like you want to protect, you don't want to accidentally jack up your stitches. You don't want to accidentally hit the face, or, you know, your stitches that are your good stitches that are going to show. All right. But you would brush this out. You can do it with a comb. It does take a little longer to do it with a comb. And the one without the little balls works a lot better. And they are pet brushes. I think you can get them for like under $5. You can even get them in the pet section at the drugstore. Just putting that out there. But with this, when you're taking out, you're breaking the fibers. So you're gonna have, it's gonna thin out, and you'll have, but it'll make it look more like it's hair. So, and it takes a while. It's better with the other one. It's better with the other brush, not this brush. Okay, but just something, you know, and then you would keep brushing it until, like, it, you know, breaks apart. You don't want to just, you know, you don't want to do that. And so I did want to show you. I ended up using this brush because I couldn't find my other brush, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. So this is one of those dolls that I had made, and here is where the yarn was first put in. Here's where it's brushed out, but not fully brushed out. And I like this one because it makes it look like waves, you know, it looks like wavy hair, curly hair. And then over here is where it's fully brushed out, and you can see the difference between how, you know, how much yarn was there and now how much yarn is gone, because you are breaking up the fibers. All right, but just to show you, you want something hard to lean on, so that you know you're really like getting in there, and you just work it down. And it does take a while, you know, it does take a while to go from the regular yarn to this. But this can be combed out. I know I've seen it styled where it's not so fluffy, you know, but as you know, that all depends on the look you're going for. All right, but this is what you would do. And it doesn't have to be, you can actually do it with a comb, you know, but something that has sturdy bristles will make it go faster, really. So, and this is all the fibers that are breaking off, all the yarn. So if you do brush it out all the way, you know, you want to add a lot of hair. And then I was saying, which I noticed when I found this doll, and I said, oh, I'm going to use this doll. Apparently I must have been going to do her hair in brown and changed my mind. So her scalp is actually brown, and her hair is green and orange with a little bit of brown on the side. All right, so but that's how you would do it if you wanted to do the brushed out hair. I do like the center though, because it just makes it look like, it looks more like real, like wavy hair and stuff like that. So, and you just go from there. But you really got to get in there, you know, and protect the top. Like I said, you know, you don't want to accidentally grab onto the face or, you know, the nose if it's a gnome or some kind of something, you know what I mean? So a lot of hair or yarn does break off in this when you do this. So, but just to show you, you know, just to, so you could see it done and all of that. I think that's it. I had found, I did this video in 2019, right after I did the original doll pattern. And I came across it a couple of times, and I was like, I don't understand. How come I never posted this? Whatever. I have no idea. So anyway, I never posted it. I never really edited it, like just a little bit, I think. And so I came across it again a couple of days ago, and I said, you know, I might as well, because I do like giving you the tips and tricks and stuff like that if you're new to crochet or new to doing like amigurumis or jewelry and crochet jewelry and stuff like that. You know, so, but anyway, questions, comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not, please subscribe. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Check out my, I'll put the links below to what exactly happened to her. And check out, I have other pattern videos. I have other tips and tricks videos for different amigurumis, for animal amigurumis, birds, and putting the safety eyes in and different ways to do that. All right. But Crochet Basics, K.Jolie, that's me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you, or, you know, given you maybe something to try, really, you know, because that's kind of why I do these videos. But, and I guess that's it. So have a, as always, happy hooking, because it keeps you off the streets and keeps you out of trouble and looking super cool to all your friends. And I will be back real soon with my next tutorial, because I'm really, you know, trying to get these things going. Because I really, you know, I love making the patterns and all that. And I have so much yarn. So, you know, I got to do something with it. All right. So thank you so much. Have a super duper great day. Crochet Basics tips on doing hair for your amigurumis. Have a great day.